guys! So the boys are just over 10 months old. I cannot believe it. They are going to be 1 year old in less than 2 months, which is just insane. I just can't believe they actually grow up. The rumors are true. Babies really do grow up. Sorry if I sound a little bit sick. I lost my voice like yesterday, so it's still kind of like scratchy. So anyway, yeah, they're getting so big. Like, it's just, I just can't believe it. Like, every single day they do something new, and it's just like, I don't know, it's crazy. I always say that. I always say it's crazy, but it is. Like, it really is crazy. And if you have a kid, then you know what I mean. It's just like insane that they actually grow up. So anyway, Kyson weighs about 21 pounds now, and Kaden weighs about 18. And I'm not sure how tall they are, but but compared to each other, they're pretty much the same height. Sometimes Kaden looks a little bit taller, sometimes Kyson looks a little bit taller. So I think they're pretty much about the same. Kyson just doesn't even crawl anymore. He walks everywhere. He actually like runs places now, which is insane. Like, he just takes off. Like, literally from the time he wakes up in the morning to when he goes to sleep at night. He's just going, not stop. Like, it's crazy. Kaden is walking, but he's not quite walking like Kyson is. However, these past few days, he did start, like, actually taking steps, like, on his own. Like, before we would just, like, put him somewhere, and he would, like, take one step to go somewhere else. But now he, like, walks on his own. He'll just, like, stand up and walk. So he's getting there. He's growing up, too. But he still does crawl a lot of the time also. But they are both walking. Kyson is walking as good as Lilia was walking at 15 months old. And Kaden is just, like, walking here and there. Their sleep schedule, they take about 2 to 3 naps a day. They go to bed around 8 or 9, depending on how the day went. And Kyson, I mentioned in my last video that he started sleeping through the night, I think. He stopped sleeping through the night, but just these past few nights he started sleeping through the night again. Sometimes he'll wake up once or twice. But Kaden is still up all the time. And I think that's because Kaden's bottom 2 teeth are, like, bulging right here. So they're, like, about to pop through. So I think he's going through the worst of teething right now. So last night and the night before, he was up, like, every hour to 2 hours. But usually he's up a lot at night still, but not, like, every 2 hours. He'll be up, like, every 4 hours or something like that. And there was actually a point, like, 2 weeks ago where Kyson would, like, sleep through the whole night, and Kaden would, like, sleep from, like, he'd sleep until midnight, and then, like, midnight to 5. So I got some pretty long stretches there, which is really good. And then they're usually up in the morning around 7:40, usually on the dot, actually. Kaden was sleeping in for a little while, but usually Kyson's up at, like, 7:40. As far as naps go, like I said, they take 2 to 3 naps a day. It just depends. Whenever they're tired, we'll put them to sleep, and yeah. They are eating about 3 meals a day with snacking throughout the day, pretty much. And they are still nursing on demand all the time. So, I mean, I'm still probably breastfeeding them pretty much every 2 hours. And as well as getting 3, like, main meals of the day, and then just, like, snacks. Kyson, I swear he says hi. And I think I put it in my last video, and I think there might be more in my next week's weeks of life video. I'm, like, slightly behind on my weeks of life compared to, like, how old they actually are. I think I'm, like, 3 weeks behind right now. So I'm going to try to catch those up soon so I can just, like, get them on track. Yeah, Kyson, I'm, like, 99% sure he's saying hi. And I didn't think 10-month-olds could talk. I don't know. But, like, he waves and goes, hi, and that's the only time he says it. Like, he doesn't say, like, hi any other time. So, I don't know. I swear he's saying hi. Kaden, I don't know if it's just coincidence, but when he's upset, he'll go, ma, 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 like when he's coming towards me. And he doesn't do that, like, any other time, though. But when he's upset, he'll go, ma, 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 ma. Also, Kaden loves bath time. He, like, goes crazy over the bath. I swear he could sit in the bath for, like, hours. And I just now took them out of, I had them in this little thing that they sat in the bath, and now they all sit together. I can now bathe all 3 of them together, or the 2 of them, and they just all sit and play in the bath. Kyson loves bath time also, but Kaden, like, loves it more. I don't know, he just seems to go crazy over bath time. Also, Kyson bites big time. I always say Kyson's favorite toy is Kaden, because he's realized that when he bites him, he makes funny noises. And when he smacks him on the head, he makes funny noises, aka screaming. So the sibling rivalry is already going on. And obviously he's not doing it on purpose. He just does it because it's like, hey, I do something and it makes a noise, you know? He's a big time biter. And speaking of biting, he has 7 teeth now. He has 4 on top and 3 on the bottom. And I'm sure his 8th one is the one on the other side is gonna come in probably soon. And Kaden is still, at this moment, he's 0. But I think within the next few days, the bottom 2 are gonna pop through because like I said, they're like bulging right there. Also, they both throw fits, and I don't really know what to call them. I mean, I guess I could just call them a fit, but when I like take something away from them that they wanted, or if I put them down and they don't want to be put down, they'll like throw their head back, so like they can't sit down on their own, and they'll like fall backwards, and it's just over from there. So yeah, they've started their little tantrums. Also, and it's bad that I'm laughing because it shouldn't be that funny, but Kaden, like if he's crawling towards you, he really, really, really wants to be picked up. If you walk past him, his world is over. Like the world has ended in his mind. Like he will just like put his head on the floor and just cry so sad. It's so sad. So I always have to go back and pick him up. I can't help but laugh because he like thinks the world is like over. Also, just like I've said from the beginning, they're as different as they could possibly be. Kyson is extremely independent. Like he just plays on his own. He like does everything. He'll go off and do whatever he wants. I think he's gonna be more of like the runaway type kid, whereas Lilia, she won't run away from me at all. And Kaden is extremely clingy mama's boy. Not independent at all. Like, I mean, he goes off on his, like when he's at home, he'll go off and play. But when it comes to like being around people, he is like death grip on my hair type boy. Like he is such a mama's boy compared to Kyson. Also, Kyson has really bad strange anxiety. And I put a little bit of the clip in my last week of life update. I think it was the 41 and 42 that I recently uploaded. Where my papa came and they don't really know, my papa's my biological dad. He came to visit and they don't really know him that well because he doesn't come around that often. But when my papa came in, Kyson was like staying, like keeping his distance, like 2 feet away, and he just stared. Like this awkward stare, like just staring at him. It was so funny. If anybody that Kyson doesn't know tries to pick him up, he like will start crying and wants to like get down or get back to me or whatever. So he has really bad strange anxiety. Kaden has a little bit of strange anxiety, but he doesn't show it as much as Kyson does. Also, they are in size 3 diapers. Kaden still probably fits in 2s, but it's just more convenient to just buy all 3s. So they both fit in size 3 diapers. And Kyson is in, well, he wore a jacket yesterday that was 18 months and it fit him perfectly. But for the most part, he's like in 12-month clothes. And Kaden can still fit in some 6-month clothes, but for the most part, he's like in 6 to 9. So they are definitely not in the same size clothing. Like I try to just buy the same size clothes just because I don't want to have to like keep track of one and the other. So when I do buy the same size clothes, I try to get like size 12 months, and it'll just be a little bit bigger on Kaden and a little bit tighter on Kyson. Also, Kaden's eyes are changing. They were blue for the longest time, but I'm pretty sure they're like green now. And I don't know. I don't really know what the definition of hazel is, but I've always heard that hazel is like changes. So maybe I'll call him Hazel or he'll call him Hazel, but they'll change depending on what he wears. Sometimes they'll be really blue, sometimes they'll be green, sometimes they'll be gray. They're just like change all the time. But they're definitely colored eyes compared to Kyson's eyes are dark brown. Kaden's hair is a lot lighter than Kyson's. Kyson's is black. Kaden's is like a brownish, reddish color. I can't think of what else to update on. I try to write everything down, but I'm sure I missed things. But yeah, they're still nursing. They're pretty good eaters. They eat very well. We're still doing the baby-led weaning, of course, so it's just whatever we're eating or, yeah, along those lines. And, oh, also, this doesn't really have to do with, like, their update, but Lilia so has favorites. And it's horrible to say, but, like, Lilia came home from Gabe's house one weekend. Kyson loves his sister. He adores her. He wants to be just like her. So Kyson will walk around, like follow her all around the house, try to do what she's doing, but she does not want Kyson to follow her around and do stuff like that. So she will sometimes she'll push him, or she just does not want him by her at all. She'll be like, mommy, 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 baby, move, baby. So yeah, she does not want him following her. When Kaden woke up, Like, she didn't really acknowledge Kyson that much when he woke up, but when Kaden woke up, she came into the room and saw Kaden, and she's all, Kaden! And ran and gave him a hug. So I was like, oh, poor boys. Because Kyson loves his sister. Kaden loves his sister too, but Lilia likes Kaden more than she likes Kyson, which is funny. And I'm sure it'll change over the next few months. One day Kaden will be your favorite, one day Kyson will be your favorite. But that, I just thought that was a funny story. As far as me postpartum goes, I mentioned in one of my, it was either my 8 or 9 month update, that my period came back. Well, it's like stopped again, and it's not because I'm pregnant, because I'm not pregnant, but it's just like I mentioned in several of my videos that my period is so extremely irregular. So it's been gone for like 2 months now. So I don't know if it's just because of breastfeeding, if it's just mixed in with that, or if it's just because my period's so irregular. But yeah, so my period is just, I mean, maybe now it's going to start now that I probably just like jinxed myself, but I haven't had it for like pretty much since I said I had it like twice, and then I just never got it again. So it probably just has to do with breastfeeding, because I'm not on any hormonal birth control, so nothing is like regulating it for me, which is the reason I went on birth control in the first place, was to regulate my period. But obviously that didn't work. Well, it regulated my period, but it didn't work as birth control for the most part. Also, on my stomach, I was putting coconut oil on it, and I don't know if I just got the wrong coconut oil or something, but it like, I don't know, maybe you're supposed to refrigerate it. If you know what I'm doing wrong, just tell me. But like, I bought coconut oil, like regular coconut oil, and I left it in my room at room temperature, and it's like solid now. So like it turned into like wax kind of. So I don't know what's up with that. But I got this, I got some argan oil, and I put that on my stomach, and I ran out. It was just like a little sample of it. And I put it on my stomach for like a week, and I swear I saw a difference in my skin elasticity within that week. So I'm going to buy some more of that definitely, because it looked like it worked. And I don't know, maybe it was just like timing wise. It's hard to tell what products actually work, because over time my stomach's going to get better anyway. So I don't know if it's just like the time, or I don't know, but it seemed like the argan oil worked. So I think I'm going to buy some more of that and keep putting it on my stomach. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my 10-month postpartum belly. So here's with the shirt on. And here's with the shirt up. So you can see from the front, it is getting so much better. My hernia is still there a little bit, but it's so much more in than it was before. And like, you can see the wrinkles in my skin, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before. See, if it was just like this, then it would be like so much better. And if this would just tuck in just a little bit, but sometimes this is completely gone. But yeah, see, like, I just need it like that. Yeah. I don't know. So obviously it has a little bit of like this to go. And I've been taking Zumba classes once a week. I haven't gone in 2 weeks, but I try to go to Zumba once a week, and I absolutely love it. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And I think I covered everything for the most part. So yeah, they're 10 months old. And freaking less than 2 months, they're going to be a year old. So I need to start doing some birthday planning videos, because I have thought of a theme, and I bought their shirts, which are so exciting. And yeah, I'm going to have to do a birthday planning video on that, because it's coming up. Just so sad. It's like sad but cool at the same time. Anyway, so I will talk to you guys later whenever I do my next update. Bye for now.